My name is Noah Khalees, and welcome to BlackthornProd. What you're watching is episode 7 of the Indie Game Dev Journal, a series focused on my journey as a game developer. As you may have noticed if you watched the 6 previous episodes, all my games up until now have been 3D, mostly from a top-down isometric view. Well, for my 7th creation, the Horizontal Kingdom, I decided to give 2D game dev a shot. So I left the comfort of Autodesk Maya, the 3D application I use for modeling, texturing, rigging and animation, and spent a lot of time inside of Photoshop, creating 2D characters and environments. But before jumping in on a full-blown game, I wanted to test out some of Unity's 2D features. So I did a few tutorials here and there and ended up in barely a day with a Flappy Bird clone, Floppy Bat. Making this minigame, I had great fun creating some basic pixel art for the first time. The Horizontal Kingdom was not, however, made in a pixel art style. I drew a cast of smooth, cartoon-like characters and monsters, bringing them all together in a fast-paced tower defense game. The core rules are simple. Don't let enemies reach your towers. To do so, you can buy and place a cast of various characters: the Defender, Healer, Bomber, Miner and Archer, all of which have a unique trait that will help you ward off the vicious hordes of chibi zombies, fire elementals and floaty ghosts. Now this game was a huge stepping stone for me on the design, art and code aspects of game creation. Thanks to fellow content creator and game developer Brackys and his awesome tutorial series, How to Make a Tower Defense Game in Unity, I learned a pack of tricks and coding techniques that enabled me to build a rather complex game with character placement, abilities, states and stats. It's at this moment that I really started to realize that programming is not an alien skill that can only be learnt and mastered by a select few, but something that can be digested and enjoyed by anyone. On the art side, 2D creation was wonderfully refreshing and enjoyable. The reason I was constantly making 3D games was that I believed I didn't have the right tools to animate in 2D. I didn't have CC Animate or Toon Boom Harmony or Spine. Hand-drawn animation frame by frame in Photoshop sounded very hard, time-consuming and daunting. Basically, I felt completely stuck for 2D. It's when I suddenly realized that Unity can actually be used as an animation tool that a burst of excitement and opportunities came to light. 2D was now possible for BlackthornProd. I made this game in May 2017. Roughly 3 months and a half later, I still find animating in Unity awesome, and I'm learning almost every day how to improve my characters and their movement. If you're interested in seeing what I've been able to achieve with 3 months of character design in Photoshop and animation in Unity, definitely check out my series, Creating Halloween Horrors, where I give you a quick behind-the-scenes look at how I bring to life a unique, spooky-themed creation. Lastly, on the game design point of view, I delved with the Horizontal Kingdom in the realm of strategy. Up until this point, all my games were reflex, action-based creations, with a lot of shooting involved. Of course, these games all had some underlying strategy. For example, what enemies should I blast first in Surviving Hell? How can I tackle this rock monster in Round-A-Lot? Or what power-up should I purchase in Color Shooter? But the design process with the Horizontal Kingdom was very different. Since the player is just placing characters, a rather unexciting act on its own, I had to try and spice up this placement process by offering the player challenges that would make him ask questions such as, what troop should I choose to place on such square? What should I use to counter such attack? Do I need more gold or more defense? A miner or an archer? So my goal as a designer for this project was to get the lame act of clicking and placing into a frantic decision-making process, ultimately leading to a sense of accomplishment in successfully defending your towers. And I more or less achieved this, but again, so much to learn, and so much that can be improved. Alright, that is all for the 7th episode of the Indie Game Dev Journal. I hope you enjoyed it and perhaps learned something interesting or gained some motivation and or inspiration for your own project. In the next episode, I will show off and talk about my 8th game made with Unity, The Enemies Within, an FPS with a powerful message. Alright, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to be absolutely awesome by hitting the like and subscribe buttons. Okay, cheers.